Hey, what's up? This is Matt Dietz, and this is Agency Launch. This is the show where I tell you what it's like to run an insurance agency. So we talk about sales and marketing, and staffing and retention, and everything that I've learned in 19 years of running an agency. Hey, I got something free for you today. Hey, are you getting yelled at by your clients a little bit more than you're used to? Like, we're in a pretty heavy rate cycle, right? Where we're taking a lot of rates. So I'm going to give you a letter that you can email to your clients. It's one that I've written myself. It's one that I'm using in my agency, and it's getting a really nice response from my clients. This letter shows why they bought from you. So do me a favor and send me a text, 208-213-8809, and write the word email, and I will send you a link to this letter. All right, there you go. On with the show. All right, I got something for you today. I got another feather to put in your cap. I got another tool to put in your toolbox. I wanted to introduce you to Brightco. Brightco is an online jewelry insurance carrier, and they are making your life easier and your customers' lives easier. How? Well, quoting is super easy. You can do a quote in like 2 minutes by answering 6 questions. All their policies are backed by an AM Best A+ rated insurance carrier. Renewals are automatic. Claims will not be reported on a Clue report. That is huge. Their plans offer $0 deductibles. They have 125% replacement cost value. They cover mysterious disappearance. It's everything you want in your jewelry coverage. So do me a favor. If you want to get appointed or check them out, go to bright.co/Matt Dietz. That's bright.co/MATTDIETZ and get in. Hey, what's up? All right, so today I wanted to talk a little bit about staffing. Ever since the pandemic, it seems like the landscape for staffing has changed. It kind of has and it hasn't, okay? It's always hard to find really, really good top shelf people. Always, okay? It feels a little bit harder right now. There's this weird dichotomy going on right now where my daughter, she's a teenager, right? She's been trying to find a job for months. She's probably applied to 20 places. She can't find a job. Every job that she's been looking for is getting 20 to 300 applicants. Then you talk to business owners who can't find anybody. I don't know what's up with that, but it's very strange, okay? What I would a lot of agents talk a lot about, what should I pay my people? What should I pay my people? How much should I pay? What's a good package? What's a good compensation package? What's a good salary? Should I pay them commissions only? No. How much commission should I pay them? Is this enough? Blah, blah, blah. And that seems to be where people have been thinking for quite some time. And I get it. That's an important part of bringing someone on. You want to be able to have a package that's really attractive. I wanted to expand your thinking a little bit on exactly what that means. And we'll see what happens. This may be something that evolves over the next, next few years, maybe the next decade, something like that. What if you had people only working a 4-day week? What if you had people working only a 3-day week? What if you let somebody take the rest of the month off once they hit their goal? What if you started thinking differently? What if you told somebody that you would pay them 40 hours a week, but when they hit their goal, they can go home for the rest of the month, okay? My wife has her own business, and she owns a medical practice, and she has a partner. And their office is only open, it's not open on Fridays. And her people work 3 to 4 days a week. And she grinds them on the days they're there. They're like 10 to 12-hour days. And they do that out of necessity. It is a busy, busy office. And if they worked more than 30 hours a week, most people would burn out fast. She encouraged she one time she had somebody, he's like, I need to work 40 hours a week. And she's like, I don't encourage it. He said, I don't care. I need it. I can handle it. And in a year, he was done. He was totally fried. It is a fast-paced, emotionally charged atmosphere to work in. When she posts a job, and I've sat through many interviews with her because we help each other out in our businesses, one of the selling points of working in that job is 5-day weekends. They work Tuesday through Thursday. They're going to work really hard Tuesday through Thursday. They're going to need that Friday to recover, but they have 5-day weekends. There is a specific population of people out there that will come in and work hard for 3 days. You get what you need from them, and then they get 5-day weekends. Now, what's more important? Well, to some people, money's gonna trump stuff a lot. But what about quality of life? I do feel like there may be a shift at some point where quality of life and this whole facade of work-life balance is, I think we can continue to improve it. I don't think we'll ever find it. But, what if you offered somebody a job to work 3 days a week? What if it's a producer? There's something out there that says, hey, if I give you 3 days to do a task, you'll do it in 3 days. If I give you 2 weeks to do the same task, it would take you 2 weeks, right? We will do the task in the amount of time allotted to do the task. If you ask a producer to produce, whatever, pick your number, $30,000 in premium in a month. What if you ask them to do that in 2 weeks? And what if you say, if you do this in 2 weeks, I'll give you the next 2 weeks off. How would you like to work? And I'll pay you for the whole month. I'll pay you for the whole month. Man, there are people out there that would be able to do that. And you'd get your $30,000, which is what you're looking for. All you care about is getting your $30,000, right? The only thing is you don't want to set that bar too low because you're going to be kind of pissed if they're writing $30,000 in 2 weeks and then they're done and you're like, man, they could have been doing $60,000 if I did it the whole year. Make sure that your floor is worth it for you. So just something to think about too. I gave Megan my office every other Wednesday off. That was her raise. 26 days off a year. That was her raise at her last review. And we just adjust. Okay. Monty and I are here in the office. We answer the phones twice a month. Well, he does. He answers the phone twice a month. For Meg, I close the office on Friday. Not the phones, because how much of our traffic is in the office? I close the office on Friday so Monty can work in the office and not be bothered. Okay? Well, the door's locked. He comes in, he sits in his office, and he can catch up. Be creative with your packages. Take care of your people. It's okay to flex things that are different. We all get caught up in the same rat race. How much are you going to pay them? What's the salary? What's the bonus? What's all this stuff? Why don't you ask them what's important to them? What's important to your team? What's more important? Would you rather work what if I said you could work 3 days a week, or I'll pay you this amount? What's their time worth? What if you have someone working that has small kids or that is a mom, and 5-day weekends is more important than the extra $2 an hour? Anyway, these are things I think it's okay to be crafty with this stuff. I think if you find the right people, which you can totally find, finding people, you will find your people. And I've said this before, but you need probably 2 really good people, 2 to 4, depending on the size of your agency, depending on what you want to do, 2 to 4 just killers. All right. And they will run your whole business for you. 2 to 4 people out of how many tens of thousands live in your town? You can find them, take care of them, love on them, just be there for them, nurture them, encourage them, be the boss, be that boss. Okay. It's a tricky balance. It's hard. You have to encourage, but you also have to make sure you're getting performance out of them. these are the small nuances that will create a great culture and create a super performing agency. And you'll have everything that you've ever wanted, if you can do that. So if you need help with that, let me know. This is the kind of work that we do in our coaching. This stuff's really important. You're not going to learn this from your company. You're not going to go through training on how to hire, manage, motivate, build culture. You're not going to go through any training with your company with this kind of stuff. I promise you. Or you can get it with me. It's one of my superpowers. And I'll tell you how to do it. So anyway, go to agencylaunch.net if you're interested. You want to talk about it. You want to explore things like that and how to make your agency better. I'm here for you. All right. And that's what I got for you today. My name is Matt. This is Agency Launch. You can find me all over the place. I'm very active on LinkedIn. I am on Threads and Instagram at Deets Agency. I am also, don't forget to send me a text at 208-213-8809 and send me the word email, and I will hook you up with a great piece of retention work that we are using heavily right now in my agency to smooth over some of those intense rate increases that some of your clients, many of your clients are getting. And so 208-213-8809 email. And don't forget agencylaunch.net. So thank you so much for listening. Keep up the good work.